Welcome back to the Film Room Podcast, episode 4, the most hyped up weekend of the entire season. The past 5 months have culminated into this, a very special day, the Super Bowl Sunday. We will get into our prediction for that, but first we're going to go through our awards reactions.
And I think we did amazing. I think we got all of them right.
Pretty well.
Correct me if I'm wrong. You guys can go back to the prior episode and fact check us on that. But the ones that we posted on Instagram, the main ones, the MVP and obviously the Offensive Player of the Year, one of the closest MVP races we had all year.
Yeah.
And correct me if I'm wrong. I think it was 24 votes to 23 or 20
it was
22.
close.
And one person voted for Justin Herbert. If that
I
one,
saw that.
If that one person voted for Justin Herbert, we would have. And he voted for. If he hadn't voted for Justin Herbert and voted for Drake May, we would have seen the biggest robbery in NFL history. If Matthew Stafford didn't win, if Matthew Stafford
did
didn't
you
win,
say Drake May?
no, he said Matthew.
Stafford.
If
No,
Matthew
I mean,
Stafford
we
had
already
been
on
robbery
Stafford.
though.
what are you talking about?
I don't
It
think
was
it's
pretty even.
No,
as we
I
could
don't
see in
think
the
it should
votes,
have.
As we could see in the
Same.
votes,
I don't think it should have been. I think
I agree.
Matthew Stafford was clearly the best quarterback in the NFL, the best player in the NFL throwing the football. It was kind of sad that it was that close, but let's touch on the MVP last. Let's go to the bottom of the list. I'd say the less interesting ones. All very interesting, but yeah.
So, assistant coach of the year, Josh McDaniels. I think that's a pretty good
No,
pick.
we were wrong. Sorry,
actually
we were
didn't pick-
wrong
Yeah.
about that.
We said Brian Flores.
Yeah, we
I
said
picked
Brian Flores.
Kubiak.
Yeah, and then yeah.
I mean, Josh McDaniel did, they have a very sound offensive scheme, so
Yeah.
They
the
do.
Patriots have been doing well all
And
season.
they're in the Super Bowl. I think the playoffs do influence some of these awards.
But they're
and
not
Yeah.
supposed to.
Yeah,
Like,
they're
but
not
they
supposed
still
to be.
do. Like, they still creep into
I
everyone's
mean, they
mind,
still
yeah.
obviously they watch the playoffs. It changes
Yeah,
of
for
course.
sure.
We got Coach of the Year, Mike Vrabel won. I think
We all
had
got that right.
Yeah,
I think
yeah,
it's
pretty
deserved. I mean,
Yeah,
you look
for
at the
sure.
record, 4-13 last year.
yeah.
Huge
They had some
turnaround.
hope, some lights in that very dark team last year with Drake May, obviously. And then you go and draft Travion Henderson. You go get
Yeah.
some good players in free agency and a great coach and the
Yeah.
coach of the year, and you completely flip your franchise, upside down, and now you're fighting for a Super Bowl title on Sunday.
I think Mike McDonald should have won.
I
be
do.
honest.
I
As
do.
a 49ers
he's
fan, you
better
think
coach.
McDonald
It's
should
have
just
won?
the turnaround that the Patriots had.
I do think
speaks
Yeah.
volumes to.
I know, but it's not the turnaround of the year award. I think Mike McDonald was the
but it
best
kind of
coach in
is.
the
But the
NFL.
coach, the
Yeah.
coach
Kind
kind
of
of puts the whole system in for that turnaround. So,
I think Sean McVay's a better coach than Mike McDonald.
See, I don't. Right now, I
Well,
think
it's not
I
best-
think McDonald's
it's
the
not-
best coach in
but
the
it-
NFL.
but it's not
It's
the
not
best coach in the NFL.
It's
It's
the coach
who's-
who had the best season.
That's
I
true.
agree.
You're right.
Yeah,
You're right.
exactly.
That's like
So
the same
I do
for
think
MVP.
I do
Okay.
think it's kind of
Yeah.
like the turnaround.
Yeah,
Yeah,
and I mean,
yeah,
this is
look.
his second time winning.
And I think Mike
It's
McDonald.
how they affect the team.
Yeah, I think
Yeah.
I think Mikey is probably a better coach than Mike Vrabel, but I just think Mike Vrabel had just a better turnaround and a better
Yeah.
impact, a greater impact on his team. I
Definitely.
think, yeah.
Probably.
Comeback player of the year. Did we guess McCaffrey?
Yes.
we
Oh,
did.
yeah,
we
got
all did.
McCaffrey.
That's
I mean,
pretty-
yeah,
What a
he's
comeback
Self-explanatory.
absolutely phenomenal
Quite
season.
quite
I mean,
obvious pick there. I mean,
His rushing efficiency was not great,
It
but as a
wasn't.
receiver,
It
he's
was
played
one of
very
his
well.
Wide
worst.
receiver one.
Yeah,
man.
yeah.
I mean that 49ers run game could never really crack the code. Like it
Yeah.
just seemed like it never was good.
Is it too predictable, or what
They
do you
didn't
think
have
the
a
problem
they didn't have a
was there?
20-yard rush for like the first 10
I
weeks.
know.
Yeah, that's crazy.
McCaffrey's longest rush on the season was like maybe 30.
Yeah.
Wow.
It was
I mean,
weird.
that
And
kinda
against the
reminds me-
Seahawks, sorry to interrupt
No,
you
no,
there,
no.
Ryan. Against the Seahawks, that
Yeah.
was just they got destroyed.
Yeah. How many rush yards? Like 6.
Something
Um,
like that.
McCaffrey's season this year kind of reminds me of Bijan 2 years ago. He didn't have many breakaway runs, but he was a very consistent receiver and moved the ball upfield, like just slightly inching forward. Not very explosive, but still a very effective running back, one of the best in the league. If Bijan just didn't have such a great season this year, I think McCaffrey would have been RB1 on the season. Or was he RB1? Or Bijan finished RB1?
No,
Yeah.
no. McCaffrey was RB1, correct?
Was
me
he?
if I'm wrong. I believe so. Yeah.
Oh, okay. Well,
I don't know.
good for McCaffrey.
I think he was the number one player in fantasy.
Was he really?
Close to that. for
wa-
sure.
wasn't
Yeah, he
Maybe.
could have been.
wasn't
Definitely
Allen,
could've
Joshua Allen, number
Oh,
one?
okay.
It could have been.
The-
No,
Qu-
I'm saying in his
quarterback or-
position. Yeah,
Okay,
right,
yeah,
his
yeah.
position.
Yeah, but moving on to defensive rookie of the year, I think this is deserved. Carson Schwessinger. Wow, that's
Yeah.
impossible.
I'm just gonna call him Carsey.
Carsey.
I think Carsey completely.
Why Carsey?
Just Carson.
I mean, he's a great
Carsey.
looking
Like
guy.
when you look at
He's
Carson, and
German.
he
He's got
starts with
very
the S.
thick thighs.
UCLA alum. I think he deserved it. I do think there's an argument for obviously Nick Imamori.
I think Nicky Manwari is clearly the better player.
But-
I mean,
yeah,
by
but-
miles.
but I think Carson
Schlesinger,
just
he's a middle
started off-
linebacker.
and he started
played
off so
17
much stronger.
games. Yeah, he did.
Like
Yeah.
Nicky Manwari missed a bunch of games.
yeah, like
but he's
Nicky Boy started
clearly
quite
way,
late.
way better.
Offensive rookie of the year. going to
Completely
Ted.
deserved.
We got
I love
that.
it.
Yeah.
I love this little reaction when he won. His like
You guys,
dance.
see, you
Yeah.
guys see his little scandal?
Yeah,
Little
he was.
screaming
Yeah,
scandal?
he said a word
Can
he
he
shouldn't have
say it?
said. He's Polynesian.
I think he gets.
Does that count?
Okay, let's just count that. Let's move to the next.
That's a rough spot for Gabe today.
Okay, let's.
Oh,
Okay.
I think Tyler Shuck, if he started the whole year,
I think he
he'd
would've
have
won
a
it.
very
The
serious
fans
case.
voted him as the rookie of the year. I saw
I mean,
that. Yeah.
I think he did.
I wouldn't have
play
been
the
mad if
best.
he got
Yeah,
it.
he just
Same.
If
wasn't
Tyler
consistent.
Shuck would have had the start that Emeka Ibuka had, he would have been the offensive player of the
for
year,
sure.
and vice versa for Emeka Ibuka.
Yeah.
if
he
if could
started off
just-
so well, but then just
just
kind of
disappeared.
Started off so
yeah,
well.
fell off.
I mean, defensive player of the year. Everyone knew it was going to be Miles
Unanimous.
Garrett. Yeah, it's BS. But I mean, Will Anderson had a great year. He had a great year. Just happened
just
to be the
Myles
1 year
Garrett.
Miles Garrett.
And it
broke
was
the sack record.
like you said, unanimous. That's unbelievable.
Yeah.
I think he fully deserved it though.
Agree.
And-
Yeah.
completely
And Will
agree.
Anderson Jr. was the glue to that. You know,
Yeah.
one of the best defenses we've seen
Yeah.
recently in recent years, and in the Texans. And yeah, he got unlucky this
He
year.
made a
Very.
huge step in his game this year.
Yeah. Offensive player of the year.
JSN, love to see it.
I think on a per game basis, it should have been Puka.
Yeah.
But overall, it's
I'm still.
JSN.
I know in the last episode you guys convinced me that Jason was deserving. I'm just still going back and forth because I think Puka is so much better than JSN. Like, I think we'll see it in a couple years when JSN kind of his hype and his play declines maybe a little bit, and Puka's just so consistent if he doesn't get injured. I think
Why do
Puka.
you know that?
Puka. What?
How do you know that?
What do you
Puka's
mean?
consistent if it doesn't get injured.
How do you know that JSN's gonna decline?
I don't, but I think he will.
I don't think so at all.
I don't
I
think
think it's the
He's
opposite.
only been going up and up.
Well, when
and
you
up.
when you look at
Well, there were
when
a
you
lot
look
of
at those
things
re-
that got removed from their team last. Like
But
he
they
didn't
also-
have
they
Gino, didn't
also-
have DK anymore.
like we talked about, they also run the ball the most in the league. And
But
JSN's
that
still
makes
putting
their
up
passes more
1,800
efficient.
yards.
So if
their
if
main
the
main
Rams-
threat. Sorry to interrupt
No, you're
you.
good, you're
I keep interrupting.
It's
sorry.
fine, it's fine.
The main threat offensively on is the run game isn't a threat. Like they don't
Yes, it
use
is.
they don't use the run game to score touchdowns. Really, the main threat is they use the run game to set up the pass.
I mean,
Yeah.
they've had like 16.
Okay, when they get inside like the 8-yard line,
God, dude,
More,
I just hate
probably.
idiots, bro.
More, probably.
They
But-
use the run game to set up the pass game. You can't tell me otherwise. And
Of course, I mean everyone does.
I disagree.
Everyone does.
I disagree.
the Seahawks
have
do
to
it
run.
more
I
than
disagree.
anyone else does, though.
Yeah.
I think that, like, some
the
teams
run
are
game's
pass
not
first
bad
teams.
at all. Run game's good. We have a
Yeah,
dynamic
exactly
back.
that, which makes it easier to pass, which is
Yeah,
why
but-
I think we'll see that Puka's just gonna be he's gonna mog.
yeah.
I think JSN's like I think he's way more skilled than Puka. I don't get that.
Puka just cares.
Yeah.
Like,
I think
he's a
Puka's-
dog.
Bro,
Yeah.
Puka has the
Jason
best
is
hands
a
by
better-
far in the NFL. By
George
far.
Pickens has
Sure.
better hands.
By
George
far.
Pickens has
No, he
better
doesn't.
hands. Yes,
No,
he
he
does.
doesn't. You're
I
ridiculous.
guarantee you, George
Did
Pickens.
you
has
see
better
that
hands
cat?
than Nakua.
Did you see that catch against the Panthers?
Both are
bro?
Yeah,
That was
yeah.
so
Dude,
lucky. He
George
won-
Pickens
won
has
that.
Yeah,
George
oh,
Pickens
it's luck, it's
has
luck.
one
Oh my
every
God, it's
week.
He has the
He
best
has one
catch.
every week.
Yeah.
George Pickens does have the greatest catch of all time. No one knows. Week 3 against the Browns.
Against the Browns,
in
yeah.
2020, yeah.
But JSN has some
Oh my-
amazing
Did you
Ds.
see
He
that?
does this all the
He does,
time.
he does.
Yeah.
I could do that. I actually did do that.
And-
I'll put up
shout
some.
out-
I'll put
shout
up
out-
some max highlights.
Thank
right
you.
now.
Because-
Shout out Sam Darnold. No one knew that was a no look pass. Learning from the MVP Matthew Stafford. there.
Man. All right, but let's move on. I think Puka's. We'll see. Well, hopefully in a year we'll come back to this video.
I
And
fully thought
the
Puka
next
was
epi-
going to win when JSN wasn't there.
Oh no, I didn't.
I always think that.
You know, I was fighting with someone in the comments about Puka and JSN, and they
saw
brought up
that.
a good point, but the point goes both ways. Their point was that JSN is the only person on their team, so it's harder for it's easier for defenses to scheme against him. But that's also the only place Darnold's throwing the ball.
Yeah.
So he said if JSN was on the Rams, he'd go for like 3K. But I don't think that would happen because Puka gets a lower target share. Like he's getting less targets because Matthew Stafford has to spread the ball more. So they get
He's getting
roughly the
less
same
targets?
targets. They get roughly the same, less targets as a percentage of his team's
Oh,
targets.
okay, yeah.
And the Rams also pass it more, but Puka still gets a lower percentage.
Yeah,
of the team's
no,
targets.
that is an interesting point because you can argue both sides pretty easily there.
Exactly. Yeah. So it to me, it kind of cancels out.
Yeah.
So, yeah, MVP. I mean,
God, Matthew Stafford was looking fine yesterday.
Yes.
I mean, I love the suit.
his kids, so
I
wholesome.
love his
Kids,
kids.
so wholesome.
They're
Yeah, his
so
kids are
cute.
so
Yeah, did you
great
see the
sight.
video where the kids like came into the Rams like room?
No.
I did
It
not
was
see
so
that.
wholesome. It was like a
Nah, but they were so cute up
yeah,
the
they're
stage,
all
and I loved.
matching.
That's
And
what
I-
you want for the league. You want
Yeah,
an old
no, very
pocket
proud of
passer.
him.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I
Stafford's
loved
a great guy.
And I
Yeah.
loved the way his speech was just so good, man. Like, it was so motivating as a Rams fan. Like, I'm gonna
That
be back
was
next
super
year.
weird.
I'm gonna be back next year, and I'm not gonna be at this award ceremony because we're gonna be in the damn Super Bowl. And that just made me so confident. And I truly believe there's gonna be edits made of Matthew Stafford saying that what he said
We'll
last
be
night.
back next year.
Hopefully I'm not back at this ceremony, and we'll be prepping for the Super Bowl. And I think really good edits of Matthew Stafford are going to be made when the Rams are in the Super Bowl.
I don't think
I
so.
think-
Is this Super Bowl at
We'll see.
SoFi next year?
It is, and he said, "I'll see you guys
wow.
at SoFi."
I thought he slipped
Oh,
up, but
wow.
I thought
No, he
slipped
said,
up.
"I'll see you guys at SoFi." That is so aura. I can't wait for the edits to be made when we make the
yeah.
Super Bowl.
I
And
feel
the
like-
fact that Gideon doesn't think we're going to make the Super Bowl.
Rams are just going to decline. and
You think?
decline.
I
They're at
was
peak.
Their
about to
team
say-
is
I was
so
about to
young,
say
but at the
that.
same time, it's
Sorry, what?
experience.
We're going to decline.
They're at their peak right now.
Matt,
you
Matt,
guys are idiots.
I'm
No
not-
way.
Matt
No
Stafford
way.
up there
No
looked
way.
very
You guys are
old.
idiots.
He looked
They had the
old.
Falcons
Okay.
He
first
looked
rounder
super
as well.
old.
So he's old?
Devontae
Wait, wait.
Adams is old. He's going to leave in like
Yeah.
1 year.
No,
Okay.
Devontae Adams
Guys,
is talented. He's too talented.
guys. Are you guys joking?
I'm not joking, no.
We just
They have
have
two first-rounders this
Matthew
year.
Stafford's coming off an MVP. We have 2 first-rounders. I trust
Yeah,
Les
so this is
Snead.
the best he'll get.
I disagree.
No, the team is young, but at the same time has
Team is
veterans that
young.
are experienced.
Exactly, in the playoffs. And I think Gideon's an idiot. Sasha and Gideon are both idiots for not thinking the Rams are going to be good next year.
I think
I
with
never
McVay,
said they're
you
not going
always
to be
have a
good. You said they're
fighting
going to be in the Super Bowl.
You think
That's
they're
like
going to
a-
decline? I
I
disagree.
agree.
I
I
think
think
they're only
there's
going
a
to get
very
better.
real chance that they're in the Super Bowl. And if you think about
Very
it,
real
the
chance,
Rams
yeah.
could have technically been like undefeated this season. There were so many games that were decided in like a
Yeah,
snap
that's
like
why
that.
they're at their
By a
peak, like
kicker.
Sasha said.
No,
Like,
by a
No,
kicker.
no. How many
Wait,
was
wait,
it?
wait. Sorry to interrupt you,
No,
Ryan,
you're
but as a Rams fan myself, all of our losses this year, special teams. That's
Yeah.
it.
Yeah,
Poor
we
special
talked
teams.
about
Xavier
that.
Smith doesn't drop that punt. The
It's a
Seahawks
different
game
game.
could have been way different.
It's a different
It was
game.
17-13, and we had the ball. I'm just saying. Just saying.
Which explains how they're at their peak.
No,
No,
I
a
mean,
12-win
Yeah.
team that could have won 15 games
is
not
saying
at
that
their
their
peak.
peak.
I disagree
No,
because
no,
you
that's
still.
saying there's room to
Yeah,
grow.
there's room to grow.
Room to
The special
have a
teams, room to
15-win
grow.
season.
Defensively, a lot of room to grow.
Yeah.
Offensively, maybe it's fair to say offensively we're
room
at our
to-
peak.
Room to decrease.
Okay,
Room to-
just like anything.
You never know. O-line
Yeah.
play could increase.
And the
There's
Rams
so
have-
Yeah,
many
O-line
factors.
O-line play was not good.
The Rams
We-
have a difficult schedule.
Devontae Adams did
next
not.
year.
Devontae Adams did not play good those like last 5 weeks of the season.
Coming
Obviously, he
off
was
injury,
injured,
too,
but
yeah.
he did not play good in the playoffs. Puka Nacua played well. Matthew Stafford played well. The O-line did not play well. The run game was not good. There's so much. There's so
Yeah.
much room to grow. To say that the Rams aren't going to be that good next year, I think is ridiculous. And I think if they're going
They're still going to be good.
They're not going to
Yeah.
decline though. They're
don't
not
think
going to
they
be
did
like
decline.
receding.
They very well could.
For them to decline, they wouldn't have to make. Them declining is not making the NFC Championship. That's very likely.
I
to
disagree.
happen.
I disagree.
That-
Okay, you
I
disagree.
mean, I think the
That's fine.
team can be
That's fine.
better,
I think we
but
should.
still have a worse outcome. I think
Yeah, I agree.
declining means the team is
Yeah.
going to be worse.
Like you could play one of the best teams in NFL history, and you're the second best team in NFL history. You play them in a divisional round, and you lose. Unlucky.
Yeah.
That would be a declining season.
I disagree.
In outcome,
That would
but
be a
not
decline.
in the team.
Outcome is all we look at.
If outcome, okay. I mean, that's
I
a different
disagree
conversation. That's a
again,
different
though.
conversation.
You're saying as a team we're going to decline. You're not saying we're gonna
I don't know if
our
you're
season's
gonna
gonna
No,
decline.
I'm saying I think you're not going to be as good as you were
Yeah.
because of
Okay,
the fact
what-
that you
what
made it
I'm
to the
saying
NFC
fair to say.
Wait,
Championship.
wait,
It's
but,
not like a
but
yes or
you're talking
no.
about the team. You're saying I think you guys aren't.
I think
the
it
outcome of your
goes, but I
season's
think
not
it
gonna be
goes
as good.
hand in hand.
I know, bro, but I'm saying, do you think if we're the second best team in NFL history and we play the number one, like imagine the Seahawks are absolutely nuts next year. They're 17-0, they didn't lose a
That's not
game.
how it
We're
works, though.
15-2, whatever. Both losses come from the Seahawks, and then we lose in the divisional round or whatever. And our team was way better than last year. We didn't have a declining year because we were better.
Yeah.
The outcome may have been worse,
Okay.
but we were better.
I mean,
So I don't
realistically,
think the
any
result
outcome,
matters.
Any outcome that's not a Super Bowl win doesn't matter.
Yeah,
technically.
I agree.
So-
Yeah, but I think you having a worse outcome will probably mean your team declined a little bit.
Like I think the Texans.
but not necessarily.
I think the
though.
Texans improved from last year, but they still lost in the divisional round both years.
Yeah.
Yeah, I agree.
Okay, thank
That's,
you.
But
Let's
no,
move
but
on.
you guys, no.
They
Point-
didn't
point
decline.
proven.
No,
Point-
no,
point
no.
proven.
Because you guys talk
Point
about the
proven.
Rams like they're
Point
Super
proven.
Bowl. They
Got
should
it.
be in the Super
Max
Bowl.
is ignorant.
They
Max
could have
is
been in the Super Bowl. If
Define
Xavier
ignorant,
Smith doesn't
bro.
drop that punch.
So
they
if
could've
you
been
lose
Super
in the divisional round, okay, we'll come
fine.
back next
Max
year.
isn't gonna let us.
Yeah, no,
get it.
we'll come
Okay,
back
what if we're the
next
best
year.
team in the NFL, second best team in the
You said
NFL?
that already.
You said that already. It doesn't make sense. It doesn't
Doesn't
work
make
like
sense.
that.
Move on.
I just proved a great point.
That's
for
the
Houston
worst
Texans.
point. That's the
Move on.
biggest
The
hypothetical
Texans,
ever.
How about the Texans? The Texans
that was-
not
that was the
hypothetical.
same thing,
The
though.
Texans
That's
not
way
hypothetical.
different.
Were the
That's
Texans
way
not better? Did the Texans not improve
move
from
on.
last year?
They did on the defensive
still
side.
lost.
On the defensive side.
Were they a better team than last year?
Yes, they were the better team, but they lost
Thank you.
in the divisional
My
round both
point,
times.
but they still
That's the
improved.
worst point
They still
ever.
improved,
You're
though.
going from you guys said you should have won the Super Bowl
still
to
improved.
losing in the
I'm talking about
divisional
the
round.
Texans right
You're
now.
declining.
I'm talking about the
actual
Texans.
than the actual outcome.
Okay, NFC Championship is still higher than the
So
divisional
I'm
round.
asking,
That's a
were
bad
the Texans
take.
better
It's actually a bad
this year
take.
or last year?
Oh my God, they
By the
lost
way,
in the
it's
same.
the
arguable.
question.
By the way, that is arguable. That is arguable.
No, it's not.
The offense is much.
Okay,
worse.
let's say
Yeah,
they
I
were
said
much
defense defense is
crazy.
one of the best defenses we've
Okay,
seen
but
in
their
probably a
offense is
decade.
much
It was
worse.
incredible last year too.
Their offense is
Not as good as
and
this
their
year.
offense
I
is
think
much
I think
worse.
the defense this year was much better than the offense last year.
Yeah,
and I think
it's not
the-
like insane. improvement.
Let's move on because we're
Yeah,
getting a little
yeah.
sidetracked. We'll see you
Uh,
next year when we film the pod.
We've got some more coaching carousel news. The final few hires. Mike LaFleur to become the head coach of the Cardinals. I don't know what they're going to do at quarterback. Are they going with Murray? Are they going with Brissett?
I think so.
saw a
Did you see
little
the press
interview,
conference?
I didn't see the press conference.
I did. I think he's showing some good interest in Kyler Murray.
Love the guy. I think it's a great hire. A lot of people are hating on it. Obviously, I'm a little biased because he's from the Rams, but
Yeah.
he's got to get a haircut. Like, have you guys seen his hair?
Yeah, I
No, I
like
haven't
it.
seen it.
But,
No.
shout out him.
It's really bad.
Shout out him.
But I think he's going to be a great coach, and I think he's the future of the Arizona Cardinals. You see all the offensive coordinators that Sean McVay has produced. Kevin
Been
O'Connell,
successful,
Liam
yeah.
Cohen, Matt LaFleur, and then
Yeah.
you see Mike
Mike
LaFleur here.
LaFleur.
I think it's just another offensive coordinator that's gonna be elite for another team. The
Mhm.
defensive coordinators just aren't as good on teams for Sean McVay, it seems.
Yeah.
But like Raheem Morris, but
Well,
Every-
Raheem Morris to the Niners.
yeah, I know that's sad.
That's
great
big
hire.
news.
Well,
Yeah,
we'll see
great
what
hire.
happens. With,
I think that's a good.
That's a
hire.
good hire.
I think he.
I think he's
wasted
gonna
the
have Sean
Falcons'
McVay's
potential.
number this season. I think Sean
It's
McVay
possible.
struggles with his defensive assistant. It's weird. I don't know.
Yeah.
But yeah, let's go to Seahawks OC Clint Kubiak to be Raiders head
That's
coach.
huge.
Not
Super-
official
super
yet.
Yeah, it's not
But-
official,
yeah.
but I mean,
It's
I
pretty
think
official.
that could be a big turnaround.
The Raiders
That's
are good.
huge.
Bro, the Raiders have pieces.
They have
man.
pieces.
Yeah, they do.
They have a ton of cap
Mendoza,
space.
probably. Ashton
Right,
Genty,
there's
Brock
definitely
Bowers. Who's a receiver? I don't know. I feel like
They have
Yeah,
Dante
like-
Thornton. They have
That's
Jake
the one.
Bash.
Yeah.
They have Trey Tucker.
Bash.
Trey
or
Tucker.
Jack Bash.
Oh, Trey Tucker. So did you just
Trey
sign a good
Tucker.
receiver in
They
free
just need to
agency
draft-
or yeah?
They need to draft someone. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah.
I think they need to sign a lineman, honestly, because it doesn't really
Yeah.
matter who you have at quarterback if they can't
Your
get the
O-line
ball out.
sucks, yeah.
It's kind of like the Bengals. Like you have Joe Burrow, you have Jamar Chase, but their O line is just so bad.
yeah.
They
Oh
can't
yeah,
do
the
anything.
O line was a big. Ashton Genty
Yeah.
was just wasted his rookie year because that O line just didn't block.
Getting
know,
touched behind line
One of my
scrimmage.
buddies is actually a Raiders fan, and he would
Me
send
too.
me because I'd always hate on the Raiders.
Yeah.
And he would send me clips of like the O line just literally not blocking. Like I think I could have thrown a better chop block than the big.
I have clips
360
of that too.
pounds.
I'm gonna put those up.
Yeah, for sure. But yeah,
we'll see.
And by the way, Max Crosby wants to leave the Raiders.
I
Yep,
saw that.
he's going to
Yeah.
the Niners.
I
saw
mean, they
that.
mishandled him. They
I think he's one
mishandled
of
him a
the-
lot.
He's going to the Niners.
going to the
Honestly, I
Chiefs.
think he's going to the Eagles.
It's going to the
I think if
Chiefs.
he goes to the Eagles, that
Maybe.
defense is just
He's going to the
absolutely
Niners.
insane. We'll see. It depends also on cap space if he's willing to take a more team friendly contract. We'll see what happens with that.
The big
Um,
one. Ryan,
Super
break it down
Bowl
for us. We've been waiting
prediction.
12 months basically. For
Whew,
this.
it's been a long time since the last Super Bowl. The culmination of the entire season is finally here. We had 2 long weeks of basically no football. No one watches the Pro Bowl. We have the Seahawks versus the Patriots.
Two teams
It's a big
at the
game,
start of the
dude.
season
It's a
you would
big
never
game.
say.
Never. What? See,
both like projected to be the bottom of
Last,
their division.
Yeah.
Yeah.
me and Gideon would talk to Sasha in the beginning of the season. I remember specifically we were at Air One after the 49ers beat the Seahawks in a game that the Seahawks probably should have won. And we were just clowning on Sasha, clowning on the Seahawks. Wow. I mean,
What a
It's
turnaround.
to
Oh,
only
man.
to only lose 2 more
It just got
games
better
since
and
then,
better
Yeah.
and better and better every
that
single
is
game.
absolutely absurd. Then you look at the New England Patriots, who no one
Yeah.
in their right mind thought the Patriots would be here. Maybe they'd be like a divisional team, like
Yeah.
Houston Texans of like that C.J. Stroud's rookie year, Max Drake, man, and just
He's taking big
Stephon
steps this
Diggs and
year.
just Keyshawn Booty, just
Mhm.
Pop Douglas,
They
the
all stepped
coaching
up.
staff, the defense, and They
Even Ramondre Stevenson stepped up.
Yeah.
And I thought for sure I drafted Travion Henderson. I thought
Yeah,
he's
same.
getting a spot taken soon. Every week I would say that, and then back into the season he started actually playing
Yeah.
better than Travion
Yeah.
Henderson. Obviously, we know Travion Henderson has that, that 60-yard
He has a
explosive
lot of
tutties.
talent. He's gonna be great.
He's gonna be great, but Ramondre just gets those tough yards, and I think in the playoffs it's been really valuable because that Patriots offense has just not been explosive, and I think something to really look out for is the Seahawks are great defensively, run game,
Against
pass
the run,
game,
yeah.
but Drake May can run the ball. I think he's
Mhm.
ran for over 60 yards in both of his playoff games, and I think that's a threat that the
Mhm.
Seahawks
Yeah.
could struggle because they didn't have to struggle with that with Matthew Stafford, Brock Purdy. They just kind of
Kinda.
shut down the Niners, but
Yeah,
he
yeah.
kind of runs a little bit when he needs to, but
Mhm.
not like Drake May. Drake May beat the Denver Broncos by running on them in
Yeah.
a really close game, and I think the Patriots have not been looking good. What do you guys think they have to do to change the result? Because I don't think anybody really believes in them right now, other than the people in New England, possibly Israel. We were touching on that.
yeah. Robert
but
Kraft.
yeah, but what do you guys think they need to do to really change the outcome of this game?
I think they really have to show Drake May's legs, Travion Henderson's legs, Ramondre's legs as a threat. They
Do you think the
really
run
do.
game?
Yeah, the run game, absolutely. And they also need to, I think specifically Drake May, maybe force the Seahawks into a QB spy or something like that. I think they just really need to overwhelm the Seahawks defense. However, I think the Seahawks are just going to be flying around, overwhelming them. That's
very
just my
possible.
prediction. But
I think
I think that the Patriots really also need to take care of the ball. I think that's going to be huge, especially in a Super
turnover
Bowl game.
battle is huge.
Yeah, because if you really look at it, it is two inexperienced quarterbacks, and in the Super Bowl, you can play you can kind of like get scared out there, make a mistake or two, and I think that could be the difference in this game will be the turnovers.
And we've seen both quarterbacks, Sam Darnold 20 turnovers this season, and we've seen, in the playoffs he's been really clean, and I think that's why they're in the Super Bowl, because I thought Sam Darnold's going to turn the ball over.
Yeah.
Sam Darnold's going to turn the ball over. The
Efficient
Seahawks
football.
have no chance to go to the Super Bowl, but he's proven me wrong, and I think he's proven a lot of people wrong. So I think if he can play a clean game, they have a really good shot.
I completely agree.
maybe Sam Darnold has PTSD against the Patriots.
I see ghosts.
Seeing
And
ghosts.
He
has-
ghosts against them.
He has gotten redemption on almost revenge.
What a journey by Sam
Revenge,
Darnold, dude.
redemption on every single team, on every single person who doubted him, including myself.
And now let's see if he can do it. Let's see if he can do it this
And
Sunday.
then again, back to the turnovers. What Gideon said, that's really the keys for victory for both teams, not turning the ball over. Drake May has been turning the ball over a lot. We saw 4 fumbles, I believe, against the Texans, and the Seahawks are playing just as good as football as the Houston Texans defensively. So that's something to watch out for sure.
Yeah. I think the biggest key for both teams is getting the run game going. An interesting stat I saw was that the Seahawks run cover 6, which has 2 high safeties, the most out of any team in the league, and the Patriots get it run against them the most in the league.
I
Which
saw
is
Tony
interesting.
Romo break that down.
Yeah, because when you have 2 high safeties, it's harder to stop the run generally. So I think if the Patriots are able to kind of get the run game going, it'll open up play action and a lot of other things. What I do think will end up happening, though, is the Seahawks won't be able to get the run game going. I think
I can
because the
see that.
Patriots run a lot of one high, stacking the box. I think play action will be a big thing for the Seahawks, but if they don't get the run game going, it's very possible that Darnold starts to get uncomfortable, starts making bad decisions. We'll see. I think their play action game is the best out of anybody in the league.
Patriots?
So
I think
no,
this
Seahawks.
is the game where not having Zach Charbonnet is going to come back to bite them. I mean, this is the game where you just got to
Tough yards.
you're going to have to get
Yeah.
through them. You're not going to really get around them. They
Yeah.
have too good a defense for that.
And
And
I-
Zach Charbonnet's the guy to just bulldoze them.
Yeah, and that run defense has been at the top of the NFL so far this
magical.
year.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I think the reason why the Seahawks can run, that 2 safety look is because they just fly. They fly to the ball.
They're
And,
quick.
and they're so,
Especially Nicky Manori.
yeah, exactly. So you can have 2 safeties and you can rally to the ball so fast. They're so responsible. They follow their assignments. I think it's going to be tough for the Patriots to stop them from doing that. But I think they can maybe wear them out, as the game goes on. And if they can get the run game going, I think Drake May, 5-yard completion, 7-yard completion, 8-yard completion, 4-yard run, and they make just these long drives and really kind of drown and suffocate the Seahawks defense. I think they have a real shot at winning.
And when you do that, when you take the check downs, you take your small completions, small runs, it opens up deep shots, and that's something Drake May has done so beautifully this
Yes.
season. Is deep shots. It's like it's just beautiful.
Deep
He's
balls,
very
perfect.
so
The
efficient.
Keyshawn
Against the
Booty
Ravens,
to
oh my
Drake
God.
May connection.
Yeah, it's absolutely amazing.
That
Just whole
one-handed-
shots.
Yeah. Yeah.
Against
unbelievable.
who's that against? Riley.
Is it the Ravens?
Riley. No, in the
you're talking
playoffs.
about
Riley Moss,
yeah,
right?
Riley
Is it not the
Moss.
Broncos?
It was
Yeah,
Riley
Riley
Moss.
Moss.
Riley
Yeah,
Moss,
yeah.
Riley Moss.
I thought no way that was on Surtain.
I mean, that's the type.
Been getting cooked and cooked.
Yeah,
Yeah, I like him. I feel bad for him.
He's honestly a good player.
Yeah.
Yeah,
He's one of
just
the-
had a bad leg of games.
He's one of the only white corners
Yeah.
in the
He is.
NFL.
Other than the
Honestly,
Gene,
couldn't
yeah.
name another.
I think
he's always
is-
wearing sleeves, so you never know.
Yeah.
He's tough though. He's really good, and he makes mistakes sometimes. But
does.
that he's a young player.
Yeah, I'm
So-
pretty sure he has the most PIs or something, or he,
Oh, yeah.
did- or he
He
had
does.
them.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I think so.
yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, I think.
I mean, that's just being physical. Sometimes it's a little, much, but if you're a physical guy, you're going to get, like Steelers cornerback Joey Porter Jr., he's a
Yeah.
very physical player.
He's
He actually
super good.
hasn't been penalized that much this
Super
year.
good.
He's so good.
He's
really
led up like the least yards, I think.
Mm-hmm.
in the league.
Yeah, and he also has not allowed a touchdown since 2023,
Yeah.
I think.
Really,
Wow.
really impressive.
And I think I want to touch on a little bit on the Nick Imamori injury. We saw the last Super Bowl between the Seahawks and the Patriots, and me and Sasha conversed
Yep.
about this. That Cam Chancellor also got
Yep.
injured
Yeah.
before that game, and they're quite similar
He played,
in
though.
terms of play style. And he played, but what happened?
It affected his play.
And I've been loving, Mike McDonald being questioned like, hey, Is it Mac or Mike?
Mike McDonald.
Mike McDonald.
Mike McDonald.
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 It's McDonald.
McDonald. Yeah, of
It's
course.
it's MAC.
Obvi-
I
no,
know
no,
that.
it's
Yeah.
McDonald though.
Yeah.
Mike
Yeah.
McDonald. Yeah.
Mike McDonald. He's been getting questioned like that same scenario. If you're on the 1 yard line,
Yeah.
30 seconds to go, are you running and passing the ball? I think they don't have Marshawn Lynch in the backfield. They don't have beast mode in the backfield. I think you have to throw the ball, and I think I'm looking at that play. The Seahawks Patriots play in that Super Bowl where Russell Wilson threw the interception. I think that was a great play call. Like I think
Yeah.
99% of the time that works.
I agree.
I think Malcolm Butler just
He
made
saw
the
something.
play. I mean,
Yeah.
they practiced it in
He
film.
practiced
Yeah.
it.
Yeah.
Or
But I
practiced
mean,
it in
it was just
practice.
an
I feel like you
play.
can't leave the game up to something that's not a read or progression. Like that's literally Russell Wilson catches it and
Yeah.
throws it no matter
He
what.
knew
What
what
was
he
it?
was
Second
gonna
down?
do.
Second and goal, 30 seconds left. You have a
Yeah.
But
timeout.
then
Have
what
a
if you get
timeout. No,
stuffed?
you have a timeout. You run.
That's fine. You have a
Run.
timeout. You can run 2 plays and then call a timeout. You
It's
can
tough.
run the ball twice, call a timeout, and then run it again.
Look, what I'll say is I think the play was the right call. Maybe not on second down. I think if you get stuffed on second down, then
Then
you
you
know
run.
I
you
agree.
throw the ball.
Yeah.
I think the play was really good. I think just Malcolm Butler made the play of his life, and I really hope it comes down to 1 yard line.
That would be
30
Yeah, what a-
seconds
What a
left.
story
Dude.
for this.
That would be
Super Bowl.
unbelievable.
Seahawks versus Patriots 10 years later. Who would have predicted that?
Yeah.
I know, especially Sam Darnold and Drake
Yeah,
May. You know,
Yeah, no
Completely
one
different
could have
team.
guessed that.
even beginning of the year. No, I mean, if you told me the Seattle Seahawks and the New England Patriots,
Yeah, it's unbelievable.
You-
The,
I
the
would've said
fact
you're
that the
crazy.
Seahawks have a chance to lift up that trophy
No, the
in
fact that
Levi Stadium
Sam
is
Darnold-
just
Yeah.
brutal.
I mean,
That
the
is
Seahawks,
brutal.
The Seahawks logo is painted.
That,
know.
yeah,
On your field
that
right
is brutal.
and the fact that Sam Darnold might be lifting a Lombardi Trophy, it's
Yeah,
absolutely
he's
ridiculous.
changing
to
his narrative. I mean,
Yeah.
Yeah.
good for him.
So
He's played efficiently.
we talked about the Super Bowl. We've previewed it. Let's get into the the nitty gritty stuff. Let's get into our predictions. Biggest game of the year. Fans from all over the world are going to be watching this game. What do we think is going to happen?
You know, personally, I've taken the team against the Patriots every single time so far in this playoffs. And as a Steelers fan, the Patriots have 6 Super Bowls, Steelers have 6. So if the Patriots win, that would be absolutely terrible. That being said, I think Robert Kraft is just too good of an owner. I think it's impossible for the Patriots
What's
to
the
win.
owner gonna do?
If you know, you know.
The owner,
The owner's not gonna do
he
a
structured the
damn
team. He structured the team. He's got
it's up
strong.
to Mike Vrabel now.
He's got some good luck.
He's got great luck. He's got everything kind
know
of
you know.
going for him, So I believe in the Patriots. I think they're going to win. I'll be rooting for the Seahawks. I don't want the Patriots to have more Super Bowl wins than the Steelers, but Robert Kraft, dude, he's got it going.
he's
He
not
knows
gonna
what to
be
do.
able to save him.
He's
he
a
knows what
lucky
to do.
man. What can I say?
Yeah.
There's something a little sinister about him. Like the Patriots are just so good. Like, how? you
Okay,
know?
The dynasty.
No,
They
like
got
I'm just
Brady,
saying
now
about
they
him. I'm
got
not
May.
talking about the
Yeah.
other thing I was talking
Yeah,
about. But
no.
I want to say something. If you guys have been keeping track about my predictions, obviously I'm probably the worst at predictions on this podcast.
They won in
Um,
5. Or?
One in
10.
6 or 7, I believe. I'm not even trying to say 6 or 7 joke. I actually believe I'm one for 6 or 7. But I haven't picked the Seahawks this season to win in the playoffs to win, and I haven't picked the Patriots this season to win. And now the two teams that I didn't pick to win any games, or no, I picked the Patriots to win the Chargers, but we hadn't started
yeah.
the podcast yet. So the two teams that I haven't picked to win any games are now meeting in the Super Bowl. And for me, you look at the Seahawks, they're so good defensively. It's like they are the best defense in the Super Bowl. They completely mog. Like
Yeah.
Marlon, they mog. You know how Marlon mogs Lacey? They mog the Patriots defense. And I think that's going to be reflected quite a bit. And I think offensively, the Seahawks are better offensively than the Patriots. But something in my gut is telling me that the New England Patriots are going to win this game somehow.
Yeah.
There's no I can't tell you a
It's not
pathway
tangible.
for them to win. I can't tell you they're going to get the run game going, or Drake May's going to have a legacy game, or the defense is just going to turn the ball up, make Sam Darnold turn the ball over a lot. I can't tell you that, but something in my heart and my gut has been wrong this season, but it feels different this time. It really does. And hopefully I'm featured in Max's predictions is 1-0
Correct.
this week.
Finally.
And I think I will be. Something's different. And I think the Seahawks, it's been a wonderful story. I can't envision Sam Darnold lifting the Lombardi Trophy.
You said that 5 weeks ago.
I can't. I can envision Drake May. I can envision Ann Michael May have the cookies outside the locker room.
Yeah.
I can envision all that. I can't envision Sam Darnold.
You can envision JSN lifting it though.
I can, yeah.
Yeah.
Not Sam Darnold though.
Nick Eamon-Mori, Witherspoon, all the other people,
Mm.
every single other.
I
Yeah,
can
but
envision-
the quarterback is the leader, man.
I can envision
if your
Mac
leader
Mac,
can't lead.
Mac Collins with no shoes on. I can envision him holding the Super Bowl trophy. I can.
I could see that.
Comment down below who you envision winning the Super Bowl trophy.
Yep.
But yeah,
All right.
get to it.
Gideon.
This is just so tricky. I'm not gonna lie. I agree with both of you guys, and
Wow.
I agree for the kind of same reason as you, Max. Something does feel different. I don't know if that's because I hate the Seahawks that much.
I hate them too.
Yeah, so maybe that's really persuading me right now. But again, I think that we talked about the turnovers thing, and I think Sam Darnold will be the one to make the mistake. I'm just very confident that that's going to happen. I think this Patriots run defense is going to shut down what's been so good for the Seahawks is their running game. And I think in a close game, the turnover battle will matter, and I think the Patriots will win that. So yeah, I have the Patriots winning this.
The lone wolf, Sasha.
I think you
3v1.
guys are thinking with your heart instead of your brain. I mean, this is just the most obvious Seahawks pick. Everyone knows it. Pat Surtain, 35.
They
to
are the
7.
favorites,
What a
pretty heavily.
prediction from Pat Surtain, 35-7. I can totally see that happening. I can see a blowout this game. I can see an absolute blowout. I can also see a pretty defensive game, but I do not see the Seahawks losing no matter what. I don't.
Mm.
I just think they're going to overwhelm them, swarm them like they have been the entire playoffs. Sam Darnold's going to play sound like he has the entire playoffs. JSN, last time he played against Christian Gonzalez, 12 catches for 120-plus yards. I just think we outperform them in almost every category.
Are you a little worried about last week? I think the Rams.
Why would I be worried about last week?
The Rams kind of exposed the Seahawks a little bit
Rams are
defensively.
out.
I think.
Rams are out the
No, I'm just talking about. Are you a little worried
I'm not
about
worried about the Rams.
how
Definitely not worried
possibly
about the
Defense
Rams.
might break down.
Josh McDaniels is looking at Sean McVay,
Oh, no,
and what
absolutely
he
not.
did is
Sean
like,
McVay
ooh.
is 10 times better offensively than Josh.
No, I know, but
McDaniels.
you can look at the game film and see what
Yeah,
Sean
you
McVay does
learn.
right,
You
right?
learn.
I mean, they've been
You
able
live
to
and
do
you
that.
learn.
They've been able to do that for the entire season.
I'm just saying, I think the Rams exposed some flaws
I just-
defensively that the
my
Seahawks
pick-
have, and I
my
think
pick,
I'd be a little scared if I was a Seahawks
Okay,
fan.
no one's talking about the Rams, bro.
I'm just
This Seahawks versus Patriots. My pick Seahawks by 25.
Wow.
So what's the
By
score?
25?
10-35.
35-10.
Oh, that yeah. Okay. Yeah, it's completely different.
One wavelength.
Yeah, 35-10 because you go with the winning team first. You don't go 10-35.
I want the. I'm a Patriots fan for this week, so
Same.
it's 10-35.
I'm gonna be
for me.
rooting so hard for the Patriots.
Yeah,
I
I'm
think
sure you guys are.
honestly, it'll be a really low scoring game. I think it's gonna
That's
be
what. Yeah, I
like
agree.
13-10.
I don't think so.
Patriots.
I
I think
agree.
I'd rather. If it's a low scoring
I'd
game,
rather it
I'll
be
tell
high
you who's gonna
scoring.
win. The Patriots, because
Yeah.
they've won every low scoring game.
And
you
that
know,
I think
in the
that's what's gonna
playoffs.
happen.
Yeah, and the Seahawks haven't, so
Seahawks.
haven't been in a
They
close
haven't
game,
been.
so we'll see.
Wait, let's make some score predictions. You said 35-10.
35-10 Seahawks.
I think the Patriots win 17-13.
I was
Horrible prediction.
That was in my mind. I was about to say the same thing, but I'm gonna
Horrible
change it up, and I'm gonna say.
The Seahawks are scoring 13 points in a game. That's
Thir-
laughable.
mm,
They haven't
Especially-
scored- they
you
haven't
said
scored-
35
they
to
haven't
10.
scored 13. They haven't
Come
scored
on, get out
13
of here.
since week 1.
I think it's gonna be 17-21,
Mm.
and I think Sam Darnold and the Seahawks have a chance to go down with 45 seconds left. It's gonna be a similar story to the last Super Bowl. Same story, same result. Sam Darnold throws a pick to Christian Gonzalez, throwing it to JSN. Pick six, game over. Just kidding, not pick six.
It's gonna be a
but
little
he-
bit. It's gonna be a little bit like last Super Bowl. It's gonna be a blowout from the start.
I'll actually tell you exactly what's gonna happen. It's gonna be 21-17. 34 seconds left. The Seahawks and Sam Darnold is under center. They're at their own 38-yard line.
Okay.
JSN catch 12 yards. Got to get on the ball quick. They're at the 50-yard line. Whatever. They down the ball with, let's say, how much is it?
22 seconds.
22 seconds left. Sam Darnold, deep shot outside the numbers to JSN. Everyone's looking. Christian Gonzalez picks it, takes it to the crib. 28-17. Game over. Patriots win.
I can
And-
see that.
and hopefully I'm
happening
with
more
you.
than
Hopefully
as
I'm with you
Darnold
during the
Lombardi.
Super Bowl.
Same.
Hopefully I see.
Yeah.
Hopefully I'm with you during the Super Bowl and just see your heart.
That's
snap in
awful.
half.
That's awful.
It's not awful. I hate the Seahawks.
Mhm.
Although I do want my friend to
Which
be happy.
explains
but
these insane picks. These horrible
Fair
picks.
point.
truly, if you're seeing this on YouTube, comment down below. Give us some love, like, follow, and comment really your opinion. Comment if you think the Seahawks or the Patriots are going to win and why. Give us reasons, and I'm sure Sasha will see it, defend his take if you pick the Patriots, and I'm sure us three will see it if you pick the Seahawks, and we'll get into a little argument and get some traction. Yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah,
way, only 4% of you are subscribed on YouTube, so
Yeah.
Come
you
on,
better
Please
subscribe.
subscribe,
Come on.
guys.
we want to hit
It's
100.
free. Yeah, we got to hit 100 subscribers. It's completely free, and you can always change your minds.
Yeah. Zesty.
I think if it's going to be a shootout, it'll be like 35-32. Otherwise, I'm taking the Patriots 13-10. I think it's going to be low scoring. I think it's going to be very defensive. I mean, it's possible. It's 13-10. The
10.
Seahawks have the ball on the 6-yard line, second down, one timeout left, 31 seconds. And what if they just run the ball? Because that's what the fans wanted. They
What
run
if-
the ball 3 times and it doesn't work.
Yeah, what if I'm gonna give Sasha a hypothetical?
Okay, I don't need hypotheticals.
It's 13-10, 4th and goal on the 1-yard line. What do you do? Kick the field goal? Go for it? Do you pass, run?
You go for it.
Do you pass or run?
You pass.
Ooh. All right.
I
We'll
agree.
see.
You have
Well,
to pass.
We'll
we
see.
will see.
And also,
Subscribe button.
before this episode ends, thank you guys for making it all the way out here. We have a little bit of a special announcement. In a couple episodes, we're not sure if it's the next one or in 2 episodes.
Mhm.
We'll let you guys know. We're gonna have a special guest on, a football guru, and hopefully, you guys learn a lot, and hopefully you guys enjoy the episode. But just a special announcement there. Just wanted to give you guys a little bit of a preview to get you guys excited for that one.
Yep, we will see
will
this
see.
Sunday, February 8th at 3:30 p.m. Thank you, everyone, for tuning in to
Make
episode
sure to
4
follow
of
us
the Film Room.
on every single social media
Subscribe,
platform.
like, comment.
It means a lot to
we
us.
want to hear your opinions.
We
Yes, we do.
do. We love it when you guys flame us.
Not
Keep-
just at
keep
the
the
game,
hate
of
coming.
us. Yes, of us.
Yeah.
Well, thank you, everybody. This was a phenomenal episode. Super Bowl weekend. Here we go.